In the past few years, I'm sure that you've heard of homes that sell in a multiple offer situation, or as the public likes to refer to it, a bidding war. I also find that buyers, as well as the general public, have a lot of questions when it comes to what happens in a multiple offer situation. So I wanted to make a video today to kind of guide you through, as a buyer, what to expect if you find yourself in a multiple offer situation on a property that you love. I'm Samantha Scribilo with the Jennifer Queen team at Remax Professionals. And today I wanted to touch on that multiple offer situation, or the quote-unquote bidding war. And I want to talk about it a little bit from the buyer's perspective. So what to expect as a buyer making an offer on a property that has an offer night or is expected to have multiple offers. I will say in the past couple months, we are starting to see less and less bidding wars, so to speak, multiple offer situations, as the market has cooled off just slightly. However, I do want to say that it doesn't matter what type of market you're in. If you're in a slow market, hot market, buyer's market, seller's market, whatever you want to call it, there's always going to be multiple offer scenarios. Just because there's always going to be those homes, maybe that they're more desirable, they're in a desirable location, they're kind of those one of a kind homes, and that is going to be that perfect storm for a multiple offer scenario, no matter what type of market that we are in. So it's best to be prepared as a buyer to know what to expect going in if you find yourself in a multiple offer situation. I will say this is going to vary from province to province a little bit. This is just because each province has its own set of rules, legislations in place for what happens if there is a multiple offer situation on a property. So I'm going to be talking about multiple offer situations here in Manitoba today. So it might be a little bit different depending on which province here in Canada that you are writing an offer on. Before I go into the whole process as a buyer, I want to talk a little bit about what's the perfect storm that makes that multiple offer situation, or what is an offer date and why are sellers choosing an offer date. So sellers are going to choose an offer date, or as a realtor, we're going to advise a seller to potentially hold an offer date in hopes of generating multiple offers. Okay, so the reason that we would advise to do this if, say, the home we think or feel is going to have lots of interest. We want to make sure that all the people who are interested in the home get the opportunity to view the home. Again, hoping for that multiple offer situation for our seller. In this situation, the seller actually signs a form saying that the realtor is not to present or doesn't have to present any offers to them that they receive until the date agreed upon. This date is agreed upon in writing. This prevents the bully offer that you might see in other provinces. When you see an offer to purchase date or offers being presented on, it means the seller is not looking at any offers until that date. It means the home can't sell until that day. So now we have a little bit of an idea of why a seller would hold an offer night or try to generate multiple offers. I want to talk about the whole experience from the buyer side. So let's start from the beginning. Let's say a buyer sees online that the listing, they are presenting offers on a specific date. I always advise my buyer clients, it's nice to get in to view that home as soon as you can. Often sellers are going to hold an offer date, say a week out. No one wants to make big decisions feeling rushed. So I say, let's try to get you in to view the home right away. That gives you some time to think about it, maybe book a second showing, and not feel rushed because offers are being presented tomorrow. Step one, I would say, is to get into the home early so you don't feel rushed. When viewing the home, your realtor will be able to better advise on what to expect on an offer night. They'll also be able to give you a better idea of what they think that the home may sell for in a multiple offer situation. They'll be able to do this by pulling data from recent comparable solds in the area that also had a multiple offer situation. So listen to your realtor, as they will be able to advise on the situation, as each multiple offer situation or offer night situation is unique. It might mean that the realtor might go in and say, they're holding an offer night, but I don't necessarily know how competitive this is going to be. Or they might come in, see the home, and say, you want to know what? This home shows way better in real life than in the photos, and we might expect to compete harder on this than we thought. Again, listen to your realtor, as it is going to be a very case-by-case basis. So now we've seen the home, we know we might compete on it. We're going to sit down to write the offer with our realtor. So we write the offer on the home, and it's ready to go to be presented on offer night. Now what? So it's offer day. You've written an offer on a property. Your agent is then going to submit your offer to the listing agent on the day that offers are going to be reviewed. At this point, you're likely going to have an idea of timeline. So what time the seller's agent is planning to sit down with the seller to review those offers. I often say it's a waiting game until right around that time, the agent is going to come back, the selling agent, I should say, is going to have to let all of the other realtors who have clients that wrote on that property know how many offers there are. We often call this total offer count. So we know how many offers there are on the property, or whether or not we're competing or not. One misconception that I find a lot of buyers have or think that you're going to get to know if there's another offer higher than yours. You're never going to know anything about any other offer. All you're going to know is how many offers that there are total, and if the listing agent has written on that property with a client themselves. That's all the information you're going to get. So you're never going to know if there's another offer, if it's higher than yours, lower than yours. You're never going to know terms, anything. You're just going to know you're competing or you're not, and how many offers you're competing against. Once we know final offer count, or if we are competing, you are able to make changes to your offer. So I always recommend, when I have clients offering on a property on an offer night, I tell them that they need to be available for me to get a hold of them via text, email, call, around the time offers are going to be presented, because I want them to have that ability to make changes to their offer if they want to. So if they know now that there's 10 offers, maybe they want to increase their offer, maybe they want to keep it the same, but I want them to have that ability. So again, very important that you are around and available during that offer presentation time. I typically give my clients a big window. I say, I need to be able to get a hold of you, say from 4 p.m. until 10 p.m., just so that I know that they're available to for me to ask any questions, get any changes in, anything like that. I will mention, I oftentimes advise buyers that when you are in a multiple offer situation like this and you are competing on a property, you're often going to lose your negotiating power. If the seller has 5, 10 other offers to look at, it's less likely they're going to be coming back and negotiating with every offer. I advise clients that when making changes, once we know we're competing with how many offers we're competing against, we put our best foot forward. So again, talk to your realtor. They're going to be able to help advise, guide you to make a decision and ultimately put forward an offer that you feel comfortable with, but is also a strong offer in the competition. It's really important to discuss with your realtor before getting into that multiple offer situation what the home is, they feel the home is currently valued at in today's current market. You don't want to end up overpaying for a home more than it's worth just because you're in competition. And likewise, you don't want to end up under offering on a home because you're not basing your offer on the concrete data of what's sold recently. You want to be in the game. So again, your realtor will be able to really help advise you on this by doing a quick CMA or comparative market analysis on the property that you're offering on. It also gives you more comfort knowing that you're paying what you should pay for the home. I know multiple offer scenarios or quote unquote bidding wars can feel stressful. So again, really rely on your realtor to come up with something that everyone's comfortable with. As realtors, we see multiple offer scenarios all the time. So we're able to better advise you, but also help you feel a little bit more comfortable and confident in your decision when making those changes to your offer or deciding to offer on a property in a multiple offer situation. Again, I'm Samantha Scrivilo with the Jennifer Queen team of RE/MAX Professionals. If you have any questions at all about bidding wars, multiple offer situations, or the purchasing process in general, please feel free to reach out. Thanks again for watching this video, and I hope that I cleared up some confusion around the bidding war.